Today in the show, Arsenal officially signs Greek goal scorer Christos Tzolis with mind-boggling statistics. Meanwhile, a grand plot thickens in Manchester. United makes a move for Eduardo Camavinga, though there are significant catches. Plus, Andoni Iraola's Liverpool prepares a mega offer for Bradley Barcola. We talk about all this and much more right now. Arsenal has officially announced the signing of 24-year-old Greek winger Christos Solless from Belgian club Brugge. The fee for this deal stands at £34 million sterling, while the long-term contract with the player is signed for 5 years, running until June 2031. Looking at the tactical setup of Mikel Arteta, this transfer serves as a direct, perfectly calculated replacement for Leandro Trossard following his sale. In essence, Christos Solless is a younger, more explosive, and significantly faster version of the Belgian. Just wrap your head around these wild numbers that force the Gunners scouts to act immediately. Last season for Club Brugge, Solless registered a colossal 22 goals and provided 29 assists. Armed with such phenomenal productivity in the Belgian League and the Champions League, the Greek joins the reigning English champions not merely to add depth to the bench, but to fiercely challenge for a starting spot on the left flank of the attack. You might see a simple loan with a buy clause in your newsfeed, but behind it lies a true financial operation and an accounting masterclass. 22-year-old Chelsea Argentine winger Alejandro Garnacho has officially become an Aston Villa player. The structure of the deal involves a loan for the 2026 to 2027 season with a mandatory buyout clause that activates upon reaching easily achievable performance targets. The total buyout fee exceeds £40 million sterling, and a full 4-year contract for 2027 has already been agreed upon with the player in advance. The Villains' head coach, Unai Emery, personally insisted on signing the Argentine as the ideal replacement for Morgan Rogers. This legal scheme allowed Aston Villa to register the profit from the sale of Rogers in the current financial year while shifting the expenses for Garnacho to the next period, fitting neatly within financial fair play regulations. Alejandro Garnacho himself secures regular playing time in the Premier League and the status of a key performer. Chelsea is entering the home stretch in the race for 26-year-old Crystal Palace central defender Maxence Lacroix. The parties held another round of direct contacts and reached a verbal agreement on the financial package. Crystal Palace chairman Steve Parish personally joined the negotiations. The final fee for the deal is expected to exceed £52 million sterling, the exact sum Tottenham Hotspur laid out for Jan-Paul van Hecke from Brighton, which the Eagles are using as their market benchmark. Maxence Lacroix himself is a tall, rapid, and powerful Frenchman who over 2 years in the Premier League has established himself as one of the most promising stoppers in the competition. In Xabi Alonso's squad, he is brought in to immediately cover the central defensive spot and add speed when playing with a high defensive line. In parallel, Chelsea closed another transfer for the future by agreeing to sign FC Dallas winger Benji Flowers. The 17-year-old player is a speedy, dribbling wide forward considered one of the brightest young talents in the USA. As soon as he turns 18, he will join the Blues' academy to gradually adapt to European football. A massive and highly intriguing news story is unfolding in the transfer market. According to available information, it is Liverpool that is showing the most active and concrete interest in 23-year-old PSG French winger Bradley Barcola. Rumors of a potential move to Barcelona turned out to be fake, and while Arsenal keeps the wide forward on their expanded list of transfer targets, they have not made any direct contacts with the Parisians yet. Bradley Barcola is an explosive, high-speed winger with superb dribbling and lethal one-on-one ability, capable of covering both attacking flanks with equal effectiveness. The Merseysiders' head coach, Andoni Iraola, views him as an ideal long-term investment for his high-intensity, aggressive pressing tactical model. The Spanish manager needs precisely these explosive wide forwards who can deliver a colossal volume of running work and make the difference in open space. The player himself seeks a guaranteed starting role that he severely lacked in key PSG matches under Luis Enrique, where he frequently found himself on the bench due to heavy rotation. However, pulling off this transfer will be extremely difficult for Liverpool. The Parisians value their star at no less than 100 to 120 million euros and have no intention of offering any discounts. PSG holds very strong leverage in negotiations, as the Frenchman's contract runs until 2028. Talks over a new deal have not started yet, but the critical deadline has not arrived either. A potential deal will become realistic only under two conditions: if Liverpool dares to step up with a massive financial offer, and Bradley Barcola himself personally submits a transfer request informing the PSG board of his desire to change clubs. Newcastle has closed a deal to sign 20-year-old AS Monaco French defensive midfielder Alaji Bomba. The total fee stands at 41 million euros, including bonuses, while the Monegasques also negotiated a 15% sell-on clause for any future transfer. Bomba has already arrived in England to undergo his medical examination, though many Magpies fans were shocked by such a price tag for a player who was performing for the Academy Reserves just 6 months ago. However, the Magpies scouts are convinced they are buying a raw diamond. Standing at 1.94 meters, Bomba is not only a powerful ball winner but also an incredibly technical midfielder last season in League One. He led the league in successful dribbles among midfielders, drawing comparisons to Paul Pogba and Patrick Vieira. Having made his senior debut only in August, Alaji played 25 matches during the season, featured in the Champions League, and became a champion with France under-20 team. Newcastle decided to act proactively, paying for potential now to avoid buying him for 80 million 2 years down the line. Catalan Barcelona has officially unveiled 24-year-old German forward Kareem Adeyemi. The player joins the Blaugrana camp from German side Borussia Dortmund. The transfer fee stands at 22 million euros in fixed compensation, plus 7 to 9 million euros in performance-based add-ons. Furthermore, Dortmund agreed to lower the initial asking price in exchange for 35% of any future resale of their academy product. The contract is signed for 5 years, running until June 30, 2031, with a net salary of 6 million euros per year. Kareem Adeyemi himself is a super-fast, explosive wide forward with great physical attributes for making runs behind the defensive line. Head coach Hansi Flick knows his potential inside out from their time together with the Germany national team and insisted on signing the player to add maximum aggression and reactive pressing to the attacking flanks. A genuine intrigue has erupted in the transfer market surrounding the future of Madrid's super talent. According to available information, Manchester United has sounded out the ground through agents of 23-year-old Real French midfielder Eduardo Camavinga. However, the deal currently hinges on the firm decision of the Frenchman himself. Eduardo made it clear to his camp that he wants to remain at the Madrid club and fight for a starting spot under José Mourinho. Manchester United will not even enter official negotiations with the Merengues hierarchy until they receive the green light from the player himself. If the Madrid side closes the transfer of Rodri from Manchester City, Real's midfield will become overcrowded, and the club could then exert sporting pressure through the media, such as Marca or AS, hinting at a lack of playing time ahead of France national team matches. Should the Frenchman give official consent, the potential transfer fee will hover between 50 and 70 million euros. But while Kamavinga has blocked negotiations, the English are simultaneously exploring alternative options, including Manu Kone from Roma. Such persistent desire from the English is understandable, as the French midfielder is an explosive, mobile, and versatile performer with amazing dribbling, ball-winning ability, and skill in driving attacks from deep. In the event of a move to Old Trafford, he is brought in to become the new engine in the middle of the park under Michael Carrick, filling the vacant defensive midfield spot and forming a powerful midfield triangle with Andre Santos and Youri Tielemans. That is all for today. Thank you for watching, and please feel free to leave a comment down below.